In this one, I'll be playing as a king, making some hard decisions, trying to keep my queen happy and my children safe. This is an early look at the next Yes Your Grace game. It's the beta, and it's a full playthrough of its little standalone story that they've put together. Swear your allegiance by hitting that like and subscribe button, and I will welcome you into my kingdom to enjoy this video. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Let me know in a comment what other game you'd like to see me play. It seems Lord Jakob is on his way much sooner than expected, and with an enemy in pursuit. Aurelea warned me this wouldn't work.
Your Grace, petitioners are starting to queue for you in the throne room.
I'd better put on the crown then, and something to keep warm. Heavy is the head, my lord. We can walk around and interact with surroundings. Feels a little heavier every day. Oh, doesn't it just? It's freezing this morning. That should do it. Let's head to the throne room, wrapping up like a bar. To the throne room. Upon thy throne I sit. I'd be a good king. What do I mean would be? I am a king of Bear Island. Hit subscribe to join the island now.
Good day, Your Grace. What news from our friend Lord Jakob?
It seems we'll have him with us much sooner than anticipated.
Oh, negotiations were successful?
Quite the opposite, unfortunately. It's the worst case scenario. It's come to battle with Baron Kavka's army, and Jakob is on his way here to seek shelter behind our walls.
Take heart, Your Grace. Grevno's outer wall is near completion. All we promised Lord Jakob was a safe place to look after his son until it's over.
Well, we'll see. Here comes the queue. Alright. Approach. Could you please check on the kids when you have time? Oh, sorry, this is my queen. I'll make her sound better than that. Just thought it was some random lady with 2 kids. Could you please check on the kids when you have time? Timo's been here for weeks now. The babies never stop crying, and I'm tired. Once again, I must remind you I don't have enough energy for this. And I must remind you, Aurelea, Lord Jakob is one of my oldest friends. Refusing to help him was just not an option. Yes, but where was this friend when we dealt with the Redovians, or during our war with Atana? He said there was nothing he could do, so we should have told him the same. Doesn't it matter to you that I also need your help, Eric? I don't think you quite understand what I'm up against on my own. You're not on your own, Aurelea. I'd be happy to check on the kids. Thank you, my dear. There we go, much more befitting of my queen than... Ear! Ear, king! Approach.
Your Grace, the Master Builder wants to see about construction work.
Perfect timing. I was meant to pay him a visit today. More than ever, we're going to need that wall to hold up. I trust his news is good.
I believe so. It's best to see him at the wall.
So I've got to go to the wall?
A better king would have protected us from the cruelties of last year's war. Your people were the ones who suffered most from your decisions. It's only fair you help us now. We need a new stable for our stock. Rebuilding our home took everything we had. Our workers are exhausted. There's no supplies left. You have an opportunity to right your wrongs.
Oh. A new stable. What am I doing? The general will take care of it. Here, I hope I can gain back your trust one day.
This is kind indeed. Thanks.
Approach, woman.
We were clearing out a forest for a new pasture strip, Your Grace. Me and my papa have been doing this for years now.
Your papa? How old are you? How old is he? What is happening here?
Usually everything goes rather smoothly, Your Grace, but not this time. One of the trees we cut down didn't land where we thought it would. You see, Papa doesn't hear well anymore. Must have been all the years at the sawmill. I tried shouting at him, waving, but he was too lost watching those birds. It was a white-backed woodpecker or something. Woodpecker. He says they're rare, but I wouldn't know. The point is, the tree fell on him. Well, he mostly got out the way, but he was clumsy. His leg got trapped. We got him out from under the log, but his leg smooshed to a pulp. Very nasty. We've tried everything to help him, but I'm worried he won't see another day. You're our last hope.
Your Grace, this is perfect for our witch. She's very skilled at treating wounds.
Let's send the witch, then. I have to send her... twice? I hope this is enough to ease his pain.
Thank you, Your Grace. I'll get back to Papa right away.
You must be ancient, because you sound about 80.
I can't wait to tell him he might get another chance to see the woodbird. Oh, dear.
Your Grace, hear me out. I know people don't usually care for cats, but I love mine. The farmer next to me started luring her inside and feeding her whatever garbage she wants. She comes home less and less often, and when she does, she gets fatter and fatter. I know that with winter on its way it sounds like a luxury problem, but I'm worried about her nutrition. Please send somebody to deal with my neighbour, or give me something that will help me talk him out of it.
A focus poultice. Or send the general to deal with it. With a cat issue, I would deal with it myself in my kingdom. Let me tell you, cats are of the utmost importance. I don't quite understand. I'm having to put so much into this. I'm having to send the witch, the general, and give you a focus poultice to deal with the cat issue. That can't be right. That should do the trick.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. Doop-a-doop-a-doo.
Well, who am I to deny?
How can I be of service, Your Grace?
I'll find you if I need anything. I will explore the castle by heading to the wall. That is where I am needed. Finally, Your Grace. You sent for me. Please don't tell me there have been any more problems or setbacks. Of course not, Your Grace. I'm proud to show you our progress. The wall is nearly complete. I can answer any questions you may have. Tell me then. Do we have all the necessary resources? What's the status of the supplies? Oh no, yes, everything's going well. There were some very, very minor hiccups with the limestone delivery, but I know just the guy who'll make sure any potential bottlenecks are dealt with. Don't have to worry about me in charge, Your Grace. How's the crew? Is everyone well fed? Few folk are protesting the workload, but at least it's not the whole crew. Some ale will motivate the rest, I'm sure. It's going to turn out masterfully, Your Grace. This wall must be completely rebuilt before Lord Jakob arrives here at Grevno. His letter says he as an army will be here within 2 months. The weather isn't making it any easier for them to travel, but they're much faster than Baron Kavka in his pursuit. Of course, no more setbacks or delays. I promise to deliver the wall on time. Hey, at least you only have to worry about this one thing. No bandits, no Atana. It'll all end well. Very well. Keep up the good work and let me know at once of any problems.
Your Grace, someone is waiting in the throne room.
Right. Best be off then. Duty calls for this king. Hello. Please do forgive me coming here so late in the day, but it is a serious matter, Your Grace. My name is Yunka. I trade in rare creatures. Oh? Let me guess. Goblins? Griffins? Actually, yes, in a sense. How do I put this? The swans have stolen my lion. You have my attention. Let me guess. The swans breathe fire, the lions can fly. No, there's a real explanation. You know the swans, right? The famous bandit gang? I was transporting a lion for a lord, when the swans ambushed me on the road. Now my lion is gone. And where do I come in? You're the professional lion wrangler, Yanka. How do you expect me to be able to help? When the swans attacked my cart, the lion disappeared into the forest. All I ask is you lend some resources to my search, or at the very least keep an ear out for clues. How valuable is this lion? If I found it, I might be tempted just to keep it. Very valuable, Your Grace. But do you know how to care for him? If you feed a lion improperly, there's no getting your arm back. You'll need my help to care for the beast, and to help him find a buyer. Of course, you'll get a cut of my profits if you help. Yunka, is that your name? I'm tempted to help you, but we're absolutely strapped right now. I can't take another thing. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. How about I come back another time? Guards with me, to the wall! What happened here?
Magic! What else could it be? A bad spell.
Guards, clear the rocks, search the rubble, help the wounded. I want a report of all casualties, all injuries and equipment damage. And someone better tell me when we can have this damn wall back up. So help me! Lord Jakob will return to Grevno in 10 weeks. With the collapse of the wall, the threat draws ever closer. One can only hope the situation doesn't get out of hand. The threat level will increase every turn. If the threat reaches its maximum, you will lose your kingdom. Prevent the threat level from reaching its maximum. Okay. Collect taxes. The happier people are, the more they're willing to support their king. You can, of course, demand more from them at the cost of gaining discontent. Unused happiness will go towards your influence. Right? Happiness is at 65. Discontent is at 0. Wonderful. I will collect my taxes. Oh. That'll do. I don't want to collect everything, do I? Or do I? I'll leave a little bit. Here you can pass various laws of Davin. Your kingdom level will determine how many laws you'll be able to pass. Every odd kingdom level will increase your maximum happiness instead. Elena's weekly cost reduced to 18. Sure. Can I? I have no points. Sure. Okay, so we have family and kingdom and military. In this tab, view your royal agents. An important part of keeping your populace happy. Enlist new ones, heal them if they get wounded, and make sure to pay their salary. Stan the general. Needs paying, does he? For 18. And my witch needs 20, and I have 10 left. Wonderful. At the marketplace, you can buy... There should be some music here. Some medieval tunes, you know? It's a bit quiet, right? Skibidi-bee-bidi-bidi-bee. Buy stuff. I think I'll buy myself a nice cape. Thank you very much. Thanks. Don't mind if I do. In the transaction panel, you see an overview of this week's transactions. Off to week 2. So it's only 10 weeks until that guy arrives. Your Grace, people have a feeble memory, happiness resets to 0. Oh, so I should have just converted everything to money. There's no need for me to leave 10. Because it's gone straight to 0. Okay. I couldn't find my crown this morning. How could it have gotten misplaced? Here's my report on the wall collapse, Your Grace. Oh, my love, my dear sweet honey. Your beauty is blinding as the sun in the sky. Oh, no, that's the wrong page. Got it. 2 soldiers have a concussion. The chef has broken his arm. The master builder is dead. At least 10 men have minor injuries. Wait, what was that? The master builder died. Who's supervising construction? Not to worry, Your Grace. We've already found a qualified replacement. He's waiting at the site. Already? That seems a little too convenient.
He showed all the right qualifications, Your Grace. He was very professional. Given our urgent situation, I don't think we can afford to linger. Hopefully we'll have no more problems, and here come the people of Davin. You can deal with them first, or check the building site.
Who's this little pigeon? I don't recognize this wine-coloured wax seal. new trade route with Atana is assured. I understand you are opposed to my plans, and you've offered shelter to my enemy, but you're nonetheless invited to celebrate with me. After I kill your friend Jakob, of course. Perhaps a taste of my famous wine will soothe the sting, but I expect that just trying to survive this winter will keep you busy enough. Once I deal with Jakob, I'll be stopping by. All best, Baron Kavka. Oh, it's from Kavka. They say when the snow falls, it falls fast.
The Lord of Prakis is certainly brave behind a pen. Let's see what happens when he gets here.
It's bad. Baron Kavka has quite the army behind him, they say. His wine trades made him rich. There's no way I can just leave Jakob outside the walls. Maybe the Queen was right about me taking on too much. I'd better seek her advice and see how the kids are holding up. But first, our people. This is scandalous. Beasts are haunting our land, and for what? Your amusement. Haven't we been through enough? They warned us. Who's they? Our village had a visit from a young lady and her brothers. Very polite, well-mannered people. They'd gone out of their way to come and warn us about the ravenous beasts roaming the land. Beasts from afar, they said. Loosed upon us at the whim of the king himself, they said.
Polite and well-mannered, Where have we heard that before?
Beasts. What manner of beasts? When Henio spoke of cow-sized cats in the forest, no one believed him, but a group of mannerly outsiders came to warn us that the tales are true. What is it that you want? You unleash monsters upon our villages and expect us to be happy with it. We won't be threatened by the big claws. The polite outsiders told us the truth. It's your plan. You think I set beasts free in the forests? Why would I do that? We believe our own eyes and trust our own investigations. Have we been warned by the kind souls? Yes. Has Henio escaped a certain death from a cow-sized cat? Yes. Has the king ever warned us of the dangers? No. You release the monsters on your people so you can swoop in with your fancy agents and play the hero. It's all starting to make sense now. The bandit gang known as the Swans has been causing chaos. They attack an animal handler's cart and now spread these lies to you. I knew you'd try to twist your way out of this. Blast your lies, blast your evil games. We'll see who has the final say. Discontent is rising. Catch that lady and bring me her head.
It can be rather difficult to reason with the populace, Your Grace. Someone may be stirring up people's discontent. I'll keep my eye out.
My daughter is crying. I want satisfaction from the king himself. All was arranged for my little angel's birthday party. Honey-glazed cakes, hot spiced milk, a cauldron of mild Kafka wine. Mould. That was going to be perfect. But early frost came. Everything was frozen, even the gifts and decorations. You'd better make it up to my little girl, Your Grace. She only gets one third birthday. My dear, I can but decline this ridiculous request. It's like an over-ambitious Sweet 16 spending lots of money. There is no point. It's like people spending money they don't have for a lavish wedding. There is no point. Run away, elope, get married, sign the papers, move on with your life, stop, be gone. I don't control the weather. Besides, your child won't even remember her third birthday. You ruin her birthday, and then you insult her intelligence. What a joke of a king. Enough. You try my patience. Leave now before I have the guards show you out. People said this would be easier. Get out of here with your cockamamie claims. I don't know. I think that's nonsense. What do you think? Let me know in a comment. Would you have given her 3-year-old a good third birthday? Or would you have said, beat it, make like a tree, and beat it? Good day, Your Grace. I've come with a simple request. We're travelling people, and we keep a small encampment by the river. Things have been bleak with the cold coming early. I understand. The vicious winter seems to have brought pain to all corners of the land. My people are strong. We don't mind a little cold. But the river has frozen, and the children can't sail their little boats. They're bored. It's heartbreaking. Ow! Prayers, sorrows. With some simple supplies, we could build a little playground. Oh, that's a nice idea. Will you help us? I will. I will help with the building of a playground. I will send my very general to deal with it. Thank you, Your Grace. I have little ones too, be well. That's fair enough. A bit of community building. I like that. He came with a constructive idea. It's all over for me, Your Grace. My chickens are all gone. Let me guess, you need help to find them. No, I know where they are. They were taken by a fella I owe money to. I didn't pay him back in time, so he possessed my precious birdies. Your Grace, I know the mistake is mine, but the thing is, I'm a chicken farmer. So without my birdies, I'll get deeper in hole. Why did you have to borrow money from such a thug? I like to play a game or two. Doesn't everyone? I was betting on chicken races, and it got away from me a little. I'll own my mistake, Your Grace. I shouldn't have been gambling. I know I have a problem. I was doing good for a while. I stopped making bets of any kind, and then my only child got pneumonia. She died, and I was so King, why are you laughing? Why, King? It's not funny. She died of pneumonia. Sorry, it's the fact that that's what turns you back to. I mean, it happens. Sorry, I'm listening. It's just it was unexpected, and your voice is ridiculous. She died, King. I'm sorry. That's so sad. I thought, what can one little game hurt? It turns out a lot, you know. I have no right to come to you crawling on my knees. Guys, addiction is serious. Come on, pull it together. I got no right to come to you crawling on my knees, but I hope you'll help me all the same. I need to get my birdies back from loan sharks. I can work, please. What am I to do with you? Alright, I'll have my witch deal with it. Alright. I guess the witch could have controlled the weather for that birthday party, but it is what it is. I didn't like her tone, you know? She didn't come cap in hand and like, please, King, would you mind? It was very much pointed and telling me that it was my fault, you know? And I'm sorry, but no. Ask in the right way. Come correct if you want some help. If you want anything. I'll help. I feel your pain, alright? You've fallen on hard times. We're going to get you back on your feet with your chickadees. Sob. You'll help me. I was so desperate. I don't know what to say. A great kick, thanks. Right, no more gambling, you. I'll be off to explore my castle now. To my bedroom to check on my beautiful queen and my family. Hello, Queen. My love. Oh, you startled me. Sorry to wake you, darling, but we need to talk. Something wrong with your face. Wait, where's your crown? I don't suppose you've seen it. Might be worth asking Sidani. She seems to love pranks lately. Let us be patient with her. It's the first time I've seen her enjoy herself since... Her sister, Losulia, yes. Aurelia, I know you're tired, but I need your counsel. Please keep your voice down. I've just gotten them both to sleep at the same time, which almost never happens. You can hear the little snores. That's actually really cute. No sleeping baby. There's been a letter. Lord Jakob's negotiations failed. He had to flee his keep. He's on his way to retreat here, with Baron Kavka's forces in pursuit. We received a letter with a wine-coloured wax seal. What? Is this not the very worst-case scenario that I warned you about, Eric? My dear, don't shout. The babies. This is all because you overpromise, Eric. You don't think ahead. Kavka's an ally of our enemy in Atana. And what's going on with our wall anyway? It could get bad for us. You need more of a plan than this. I was hoping to beseech your counsel, like always. Why? So you can ignore it again? I never wanted us to be in this position to begin with. What if you prepared some ambush sites? That way Jakob's forces can have the element of surprise. And I don't have any more people coming in here. That's wise advice, Aurelia. I'll talk to the advisor about that. You know... How's Timo? I hope the poor boy's alright. He was already worried about his father, and now... Timo's a lovely kid, but he really shouldn't be here. We're barely holding up ourselves. It's really irresponsible of you to commit to fostering him. Right. I guess I'll be going now. Speaking of babies, how's our... Aurelia II, named after my beautiful wife. Between crying, napping, and constantly biting me, she's all fine. Now shoo, I'll try to get some more rest before they both wake up. As you wish. I'll speak with you later. Take care, honey. I said take care, honey. Fine. Here is my strong little bear. My little Ernest. My little Ernest the bear. Named after my favourite comedy, the Ernest movies. Ernest P. Worrell. That's my little bear. We've been so lucky this past year. Not one, but 2 little potatoes. And a king's successor at last. I love how it's doing the naming. Oh, let's have a look at you. Here's my little sweet pea. My little Aurelea. You can't even see her in this cradle. We tried for so long and suddenly it's like you can't catch a break. Either surviving the war makes you more frivolous, or the fact that nowadays there are fewer children in the castle to ruin the night. Ah, my sweet pea. This is just turning into free affirmations now. My little sweet pea. There you are, my strong little bear. You know? You should have to pay for those. Why do you think this is? Some kind of ASMR channel? Huh? Get out of here.
How can I be of service, Your Grace?
I think what Aurelea is proposing might just work. When Lord Jacob arrives, Baron Kavka and his forces will be a month behind at most. But these are our lands. We know them best. Lie in wait and ambush them when they get close.
We do have the element of surprise. Preparing some ambush sites in advance is a wonderful idea. We could drive them towards the castle walls and greet them with boiling oil. Brilliant idea.
It was the Queen's idea. Listen, give the woman her props. I'm just a man.
Ah, bless her. Even with her baby brain, she thought of...
Sir, I do not know your name, but you will not speak of my wife in this way.
Of course, I could have easily come up with the same plan. I'll come back to you within a week and we can finalize it. Let's make Kavka...
Alright, dude. Well, just be nice to the lady. Okay. I wonder to see who else needs the king. Timo, and hello, my... my pumpkin. My silly pickle. That's the best one. My silly pickle. Silly pickle? I don't know what you mean. Father, Timo's here. Certainly, silly pickle. Don't cause any trouble. Let the children play. He doesn't need to know about his father. It's fine. Stay safe, silly pickle. Leave it. Yes, father? Your Grace? Oh, I will leave that as it is. These are all the letters my daughter Aurelea sent us from her adventures abroad.
Your Grace, you've been successfully avoiding me these past few weeks, but we need to make the chronicle. Do you want me to go through your past decisions? It'll only take a moment. If you'd rather not, I can fill in the gaps myself.
Let's get on with it. Hopefully I can still remember everything. Let's start with...
let's start with...
Hang on, are you pretending to be old? What was that?
No, I'd never do anything. Luculia, your eldest daughter. She was married off to Ivor, Prince of Atana, where she...
You know, I didn't have a choice with that matter. Luculia was killed. Atana became our enemy. Skip to the parts I had an impact on.
Fair. Tell me, Queen Aurelea, did you ever go through with the ritual to help her conceive a male heir?
I went through with the ritual. Sure. Aurelea and I decided it would be best for the kingdom to perform the ritual.
What about the heir?
We had a baby boy, Ernest. Everything went as we hoped. We managed to get an heir. Not long after the prince was born, we were also blessed with a baby girl.
Of course. The Queen managed to complete her royal duty regardless. Perfect. We're blasting through this. Next, what about your middle daughter, Aurelea? What happened when you found out about her secret love for our Radovian girl?
I actually remember these from the first game. It's so cool. I loved the first game. I think I let her leave with her love. I'm pretty sure. That's what's in my mind. It's been a while. It's been years, but, you know, I just live streamed it, so... I let her go. Who am I to stand in the way of love? Aurelea went to explore the world with Maya.
I've made notes. Almost done. What happened with our little sweet pea, Princess Sidani?
Princess Sidani. I feel like I remember it being a tragic ending. I think my daughter died. I mean, let's write some tragedy into it. She didn't survive. The hound got to her, despite my greatest efforts.
Amusing and...
Sorry?
I understand you're trying to get rid of me, but if you just answered my questions properly, it would have been done a lot faster. I'll note down that Princess Sidani courageously stood against the enemy.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Boy,
I can see you have a lot on your head already. We'll come back.
did you just rewrite my history? The hell? Let's talk to a man about a wall. Your Grace, how can I help? You must be the new master builder. How are things looking? Ah, how kind of you to greet me. Crownless, Your Grace. A true king of the people. That's why we had the fire in our hearts to restore the lost progress in less than a week. Ta-da! See? No harm done. It's not often you come by someone who knows how to build, let alone do such work in a week. Yes, what a lucky coincidence. A happy occurrence of fate, clearly. Ah, and I've forgotten my manners. Allow me to introduce myself. I always remember Austin Powers. Allow myself to introduce myself. I'm Julian, your new master builder, and may I say, it's an honor to work at this lovely, lovely property. If it please your Grace, I'll gladly answer any questions you may have. I do. Tell me, what caused that accident? Ah, Your Grace, the answer is so absurd as to give offense. I need a minute to process the indignity of it all. The culprit was termites. Too many louts eating and drinking at the construction sites, what I say. Whatever happened to manners, to professionalism? How exactly did termites bring down a wall built of brick and limestone? Well, of course, the termites were only a small piece of the puzzle. A critical piece, I mean, but the scaffolding work, the crane, and even the palisade were shoddy from the beginning. Layman's work. A weak beam here, a loose nail there, and a feast for termites was laid. It's the kind of thing that comes from, forgive me, Your Grace, but inattention to detail. But fear not, your wall's in the best hands now, Your Grace. How's the crew treating you? Our previous builder had some difficulty. Yes, well, it's a little awkward, actually. There's been some dire unprofessionalism to date, Your Grace. It comes from low morale and overwork, but still, it's my duty to inspire the workers to do their best. I have some talent as a singer, you know. Music sometimes helps us all stay on task. Not too different from an army, in fact. How long? Right, of course. The utmost. We've caught up a fair bit, but could you propose a deadline, perhaps? Allow me to put it this way. If there's no wall within the next few weeks, there might be no one left to deliver your pay. I see. Well, this is surely enough time to strengthen the palisade, but... Your Grace, the real issue is the limestone. I think the previous master builder said something about that. What's the issue? I hate to tell you this, Your Grace, but we're low on mortar. Without limestone, there's only so much more we can do. I wonder what happened to the quarry deliveries. Everyone's so unreliable these days, but I do know a good site from a previous project. Reach out to the village in Brewing, Your Grace. They may be able to supply us with more limestone. I don't trust him. Our wall collapses, and then he shows up and it's like, I can help. You know? Huh? I don't know about that one, mate. I smell a fish. I smell a fox in the hen house. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Brewing Quarry. To the forest road. Explore it. The forest road was quiet, except for sighing pines and chirping birds. Among the trees, the agents found an abandoned cart. It had already been picked clean of anything useful, but the agents managed to find a little something. Down to Sleep Podcast, that's downtosleeppodcast.com, Down to Sleep on YouTube, Spotify, and wherever you get podcasts from. I will read you a bedtime story. The royal agents found the quarry Julian promised outside of Brune Village. Of course we have limestone, enough to supply Davin and beyond, said the local lord, pacing among dusty carts, heaving with pale slabs of rock. Delivery to Grevno? It's our pleasure to serve the king. The delivery fee would be 200 gold pieces. Stunned by the steep price, the royal agents tried to negotiate and asked about other quarries. Ordered them damn tolls and wonders why the prices went up. Tell the king to... The agents overlooked the insult for the quarry master's well-being. Nonetheless, the information the Lord provided seemed to indicate that someone has set up illegal tolls in the name of the king. As the royal agents explained, the king has never imposed any tolls. The Lord was humbled and apologized for his behavior. He pointed agents in the direction of the 2 known tolls and suggested the new master builder might have information about the 3rd. Well, well, well. Looks like we can't explore those just yet. So what do? Do I go to bed? Skip-a-na-boo. I have something in the council room, apparently. It's this thing still. But I've said I don't want to cause trouble. New points of interest available. Okay, but we can't travel there yet. I wish to leave the children alone. Let them have their playtime, dude. Might be a good idea to check on Sidani. She's in the council. I mean, maybe I have to then? It doesn't seem to be acknowledging my choice that I don't want to tell them what's going on, right? Yes, father. We've received a letter from your father. Father, where's your crown? I was hoping you'd tell me. Are you and Timo getting into mischief? What? No, I didn't even think of that. I really need to put up my prank game. Without a crown, are you even a real king? Oh no. My father needs a real king. Sidani's papa. What? Who's talking? Don't worry, Timo, it's not lost, just misplaced. Speaking of your father, I'm sure he's looking forward to seeing you. He says he hopes you're being good, and that he cares for you very much. He'll be with us again soon. Soon? How soon? I haven't had any time to practice my bow. Still lots of time for that. Let's read this letter from my sister Aurelea. Sounds like she's riding bisons, having a time of her life. Remember when Aurelea secretly placed cat feces under Lusulia's pillow? Forget archery. We need to think about how to surpass that prank. Who's Lusulia? She's my older sister. One last prank, I'll let you practice. Promise? My father told me one day I'll have to take up arms and defend the kingdom. I promise. One last prank. Or maybe 2. We have to beat Aurelea. Stay safe, you silly pickle. Silly pickle, pickle pie. What's your favourite pet name? Alright, I shall collect some taxes from your happiness. Money, money, money. There you go. No points. Nil point. Pay Stan the General and the Witch. There you go. I need 8 gold to my name. And some strawberry pie, apparently. The armies are drawing closer. Discontent is rising. The days seem to drag, but the weeks, they seem to fly. Rather bothers me not to know how that crown got lost, but it's only a symbol after all. It's not like I don't have more concrete matters to be concerned with. Which reminds me, it's been some time since the Queen and I had a real conversation. She's so busy with her duties and I with mine. I'd better check in with her.
Before you get on with your day, I've prepared a plan for the ambushes. Let me know when you have a moment, Your Grace.
Well, if it isn't the lion lady again. You cannot imagine the trouble your big cat's rampage has caused me. The local villagers are up in arms. They think I set the beast loose on them. Ha! Your Grace, it's unfair to point fingers. If not for the swans, I'd be counting my gold from a happy Lord Veslaw, and you wouldn't even know I exist. Now, I have to rely on your help to find them all and be forcing to share a cut of my profits with you. Hold on. You said them all. That's right, I'm missing a whole cart of lions. Were you not paying attention before? On the bright side, the more lions you help me find, the bigger the profits for you. And nobody will blame you anymore. It's great, right? Yes, great that I should be invited to help to solve a problem I did not cause. Fine, how do we find these lions? The innkeeper at the Sleazy Weasel might be able to help. Grumpy's Sleazy Weasel is an amazing name for an inn. The Sleazy Weasel. Here, Frodo, I'm off to the Sleazy Weasel. I reckon your agents will be able to cover more ground than I can by myself. I'd start at the Sleazy Weasel and see how things unfold. Meanwhile, I'll start searching on my own. What's your name again? It's Yanka. Find me at the wall if you need anything.
There's something bizarre going on in City Centre, Your Grace. I've never seen the like a dancing disease, if you can believe it. One of the elders suddenly got up as if possessed and started doing a frantic jig. Before long, others began to join in, and I can't explain it, but they've been dancing for days. Something's possessed them, Your Grace. They won't eat, they won't rest or eat, they dance until they drop. It must be some kind of disease or dark magic, or it could be a knocking. I've seen them in that game Bramble you played. They make them dance with the violin and the little boy got all possessed and that. Please, if the contagion spreads, we'll all dance ourselves to death.
Would some pie help? I'll send the witch to deal with the never-ending dance of magic.
You look so desperate for the rest, bye. I hope we never come back, so I won't remember this voice ever.
I ran here as soon as I could. It's an emergency. You seem very out of breath. Are you alright? No, not at all. The fortune teller's prediction has come true. She said that when the moon turns red, a giant snake will come forth to swallow me whole. And last night, the moon was looking a little pink. What if tonight's the night? You must save my life, Your Grace. A snake prophecy. Would some pie help? A cape, perhaps. I have sent my witch to deal with this other thing. If I give you my general, it's not enough. I, in turn, must perhaps then decline, it seems. I do not have the resources, unfortunately. Sounds like you need to sleep it off. Are you kidding? Such disrespect for my beliefs. How dare you disbelieve in the coming of the great snake? Leave now, or I'll call the guards. I mean, I would have helped, but I'm only one man with only 2 agents, you know?
I beg your help, Your Grace. Our village has been overrun by thugs. There's a series of robberies by the Swans, but what came next? Unscrupulous locals taking advantage of the desperation. This gang of thugs took over, trying to squeeze the villagers for all we have. We aren't really strong enough to stand up to them on our own. Please help us.
I will send my general. But that's not enough. I mean, what do I do? How do I help more? I can't. I literally can't. It took so much for me to do that first thing. I'm sorry. I'm dealing with the effect of the Swan's presence.
But you're a king. How can you be more vulnerable than us? Fine. Why not the little people just fall into the more of dark times, will you? Bah. Eh.
I need more workers. I have a feeling you've been looking for this. My crown. How did you find it? And whose head is on my floor? This fella is, well, was one of the Swans. You should be careful who you let in here to petition you. Bet that's how he got in. Saw him boasting in the village about how he'd swiped your crown. Them Swans really get on my nerves. If you decide you like some help turning some white feathers red, I'm your man. That's exactly what I need. What's your background? Your methods are extreme, but effective. You seem eager to get out in the field. I'm in no position to turn down the help. And I can't turn down a hot meal at the end of the workday. Simple as that. Just one thing. I don't mingle with magic. Very well. Someone please tidy up this mess. Finally, some help. Some big burly help, too. Much better. Press on, King.
How can I be of service?
The ambushes.
Of course, let me put in simple terms. As the enemy is following our ally Lord Yak up towards the castle, we want to position our men behind the enemy. How do we do that if they're coming towards us? We need to let Kavka's men go past us and attack from behind. Now, I've researched the 3 most ideal locations from which we can ambush Baron Kavka's forces. There's a site in the forest, one on the river, and one hidden in plain sight.
Tell me just what I need to know. Get to the point.
I'll mark the relevant locations on your map. All you have to do is gather the resources and point me on the map where you'd like our campsite to be located. Once we deliver the supplies, I'll take care of the rest and make sure our men know what to do.
Why are we whispering? We're in my throne room.
I don't know, it just feels espionage-y and cool. Regarding the resources, keep an eye out for anything that could be used. Furs, wood, tables, linen, sorts of food and stuff. Top priority.
Thank you.
You're doing well.
You're doing so good. No point of interest. To the castle, to the bedroom. For a nap, for a lay down, for a little horizontal time, darling. By which I mean laying down and relaxing and not being overstimulated, not other horizontal together times. Having guests. I can see you're not alone. Your Grace. Pardon me, but just who was that? Aurelia, is there something you need to tell me? Eric, this is something I had to do. I'm tired of lying beside you night after night with no communication. You know there's been things I've needed, and I finally decided to take my own initiative. Who is he? Didn't we talk about this? We also talked about Lord Jakob, and how I thought we had our hands full with family issues, but you didn't care, so I had to... Alright, I see you're desperate. Be discreet about our problem. Don't do anything you'll regret. You look like you want to be left alone. As I've said, Aurelia, you don't need to do it on your own. We can hire a nursemaid to take some of the stuff off your hands. A nursemaid? She'll find out our secret on our first day of work. A secret? What's the secret? We're already up against so much, Eric. We can't risk rumours spreading that the King and Queen have a... Don't say it. Fine. We'll give it time. See if it goes away on its own. It's not going away. It's only growing and growing every day. There they go again. Crying. I need to feed them. Can I just have the room to myself, please? What? What do we have? A goblin? Do I have a goblin baby? Do I finally have a goblin son? Please say it's a goblin. There's no baby. It's not real. Oh, exciting. Your Grace. Dangerous beasts for sure, but you might even get to see one. And an assailer shouted, "Surprise! I thought Lucilia would faint. You listening? Yeah? You already told me this one. Silly pickle. Oh, sorry, Father, I get distracted. I was got the other HDs. Well, what's that? I don't know. Don't exist yet. A petitioner came today and told me there are lions on the loose. I thought surely that would interest you. Father, that was the old Sidana. I've important work to do now. Oh. Remember your little pets, though? They always put a smile on your face. Oh, yeah, we had a cat. We had, like... Oh, a cute cat. What was its name? Like Sir Pounce or something. Yeah, then they died. I'm taking a break from animals, Father. Respect my new career. Sidani, the great prankster extraordinaire. Alright, stay safe, my silly pickle. I'm loving this. I remember the first one being like, you think it's just, oh, I'm going to sit on a throne and make decisions and see what happens and stuff, but like the story is actually so good. Your Grace? Just admiring you swinging that thing. Right, old muscle mummy. Your Grace, how can I be of help? You know anything about this toll issue? Someone blocked the roads. Tolls, Your Grace. That could explain the price increase, but not a whole missing delivery. Maybe something happened to Marcel, the lad who used to deliver our limestone. He liked to hang around the inn nearby. Maybe someone there's seen him. Your Grace? That wall won't build itself. Back to work, builder. Let's go to the sleazy weasel. Weasel. The king's men found the sleazy weasel, a local tavern. Surprisingly, it had beautiful dark timber ceilings and hanging flowers. Not sleazy at all. No weasels to be seen either. The innkeeper did not seem very happy to have royal units come marching in. What do you want here? Ask about the tolls. The royal agents noticed a young boy crying in the corner. Yeah, that there's Marcel, the innkeeper grumbled reluctantly. How am I supposed to go back to Grevno? I've lost my limestone cart to a girl. The lad was crying his eyes out. There was all this junk in the road. I had to stop. Then this girl jumped out and demanded money. I'm not scared of girls. I knew I could easily beat her if it came to a fight. He paused. Turns out I was wrong, and my limestone cart was heavy, and my horses couldn't go very fast. More bandits kept jumping out of the trees and they stole the cart. Who steals rocks? The boy took a good sip of whatever was in his jug. The worst part was she apologised to me before they all rode off. He cries fresh tears. Stop stealing if you feel so bad about it. Agents consoled Marcel, and when he was calm, he told them the location of the third toll station. The innkeeper did not seem very happy. Mythical beasts. The innkeeper glanced around, gave a cough, and a sigh, and began mumbling under his nose. Last hunting trip of the year, before winter set off for the forest not too long ago, they passed through here and told us they were headed up north for the mighty oak. If I were to guess, they knew something, and that's where your beast is at, but it might be a tricky situation getting there. He paused. Going over the high bridge will not be an easy feat right now due to situations with the roads. The innkeeper scowled pointedly at the royal agents. You can also take the long way round, but it'll be costly, and only gods know what you might encounter on the way. Folks at Starhu village could probably help you find a faster way, but the villagers are weird people. Mostly keep to themselves. The innkeeper did not seem to be very happy to have royal units marching in. The agents left. Boom. Alright. Sleazy weasel. So we have the ambushes to set up, the forest road to explore, open fields, and the high bridge. And Starhu village filled with weird people. I want to go where the weird people are. Agents entered a small village, no more than 5 families sharing 2 huts and a little barn. Everywhere they turned, they saw ruined fences and rotting barrels. The stench of cow manure hung in the air. There was no sign of a lion, but the scattering of people still made a great commotion. My husband's missing, a woman wailed again and again. The village elder who comforted her called her Vanya. Turning to the royal agents, he told them he wanted to see the king at Grevno Castle as soon as he could. He sent the agents on their way with a piece of bread. Crumbs, really. The village in the forest? Well, I thought they were going to help me. You ain't helping nothing. Nothing else in the castle, so just region stuff for now. So we've got dangerous beasts. We've got our stuff to set up. May as well keep exploring, I guess. Go to the village in the forest. But that's not a story mission. Maybe go to Highbridge then. Oh, do I really want to... I think we should pursue the other stuff first. What's the dirty side roads? An encounter and decreased threat. And also the ambushes also decrease threat. Okay. And the forest road is the toll. Let's deal with the toll. Seems important. Royal agents found the toll barricade with the help of directions from Marcel. Unfortunately, the bandits were no kinder to the royal agents and a struggle broke out. Soon, though, the young bandits realized they were dealing with professionals. The king's men roughed up one of the criminals, leaving him with fewer teeth. Another fled into the woods. The royal agents seemed to have taught the bandits a lesson this time. On your way, muck. To the high bridge. Oh. Do I have to, like, go back to the sleazy weasel in order to go to the high bridge, do I? Well, I didn't realise I have to... No? Why can't I go there? 5... Oh, supplies. I don't have the supplies. I thought it was gold. Excuse me, sweetheart. Right. To bed, then. There's a new location to explore on the map. What? What are you talking about? The open fields? What can I do with only 2 supplies, King? Ah, these don't cost anything. The curvy thicket is treacherous, with its confusing network of winding paths and hidden slopes. Good thing our men know these woods inside out. Preparing a campsite at this location shouldn't be difficult. Will this site give us the best results? Probably not, but it's better than nothing. Oh, right. But I can't do any more than that. It's best to return to this location once we gather enough supplies. The Straw Village did not survive the recent year's trials. Since the war with Atana, it's been a ghost town. Okay, so I need to get lots of supplies before I do this. So what's it talking about? A new place that I can explore. The Mighty Oak. I can't get there with the amount of supplies I have. Or there. What you want from me? I actually don't know what you're wanting me to do right now. Here's my little sweet pea. Okay, so that's the same. It's not working. I don't have the supplies, dear. Not sure what you want from me. Have I not been everywhere else? Sir, your grace, bad things are happening. Bad omens. First, we heard terrible sounds. God bless us all. Like the sky itself was tearing itself apart. Then there were sinister growls in the night. Our livestock disappeared. Everyone in the village is hungry and under the weather. Vanya's husband's gone too. Poof. The beast was seen running off towards the mighty oak. I bet that's where it has its lair. We can show your men the way, and you can slay it. If you spare us some food and some hands to help us rebuild. Sure, I will send my general. Thank you. Tell your men to head north of the village. They can find markings on the trees that will take them to the oak in no time. First, the giant wild beasts and now tolls all round Devon. I understand rebuilding the castle is important, but these prices will bust everyone's business. It's not me you should be mad at. It's the swans lying their mouths off. They're responsible for most of these tolls, and the lions too. Nonsense. Winter's closing in on us, and all you care about is keeping your own butt warm. If you don't stop your greed at once, the people will have to take action.
It's like talking to an empty jug, sir. We'd better deal with the swans.
Julian, you must have some good news for me. Haha, well, things are going great with the wall itself. It's just the crew isn't working as diligently as I would hope. Not to point fingers, but our basket weaver chef and the stone crusher have some complaints. Just little things, motivation, food. Puts me in such an awkward position. The chef. There's no food? Well, that's... Oh my... Look at the discontent. 89. Oh my gosh. The previous cook was an unfortunate casualty of the accident at the wall earlier, so we've been making do. I don't want to impose, Your Grace, but the quality of cuisine matters can affect morale. I took the liberty of making some suggestions for local chefs we like. I left them with your advisor. I don't see what basket weaving has to do with rebuilding the wall. Indeed, Your Grace, that was my reaction as well. Why concern ourselves with the weaving of straw when there is brick and mortar to be laid? Turns out there are no more baskets at the work site, so we can't easily carry things. Work slows significantly. I should have said we have a problem not in our hands. The fact of the matter is that he is simply missing. Magic? I doubt it. Broke his hand? There's no report of further incidents since I've joined work. My bet is he's closer than we think, hiding somewhere at the wall. I'm sure you'll find him if you want to stretch your legs a little bit. Right, and the stone crusher? Precisely. I can't imagine why they just stand there now not working. Those rude lazy louts. I can't allow any more problems with this wall. I'll deal with the crew. Oh, and by the way, if I recall correctly, we have dealt with one of the tolls. It's a good start, well done, but we need to get a move on. Who am I to tell the king what to do? Father? I promise I didn't do anything. Uh-oh. Why would you start off that way? What happened? Timo cut his hand messing around with an arrow. There was so much blood I was really surprised. Mother says it's all your fault and you better go see them. Some say I should be happy that I'm the chosen one, Your Grace. Some claim a weasel at the farm brings luck. The cows grow healthy and give plenty of milk. But I know what I know. Weasels are close cousins of snake. Both are long, nimble, and can spit poison from afar. What use of a healthy cow if one you're scared to milk it? All that not even speaking of the ruckus the foul animal makes. I'd face the creature myself, but the poison and all. Help us get rid of evil beast. A poisonous weasel. You expect me to send... I mean, I don't even have enough stuff to send for it, sorry. I can see they can be somewhat of a problem, but it's nothing but a nuisance. Weasels spit no poison. Deal with it yourself. They don't, but they can surely bite, that much I'm sure. I've wasted 2 days to get here, for what? I mean, deal with the weasel. I have the solution to all your problems, Your Grace. A goat carnival. Hear me out. We gather goats and train them to do tricks, have a little circus ring. The children will love it and stop grieving their lost parents. The villagers will lighten up. It's best for everybody. I'm not asking for much. Goat carnival sounds good. My witch will take care of it. That should keep people happy. Or maybe you will regret it. Oh, right. Okay, sounded like a threat.
Our augurs have said the early cold's a bad omen. It's the wrath of the old gods now that we've lapsed in our worship. Excuse me, Your Grace. This has been a long journey and I'm parched. Let me sip of the coffee bean. That's better. Oh, no, it's not. Some of us are working on restoring the old temple in the forest. We've swept the altar and lit candles, but more work is needed. Your Grace, help us appease the gods of this land.
Well, I can only... I literally can't. I literally can't. It's disappointing, I know. There's nothing I can do for the temple right now.
It's as we feared. The royal families turned their backs on faith. You dabble in dark ritual and disrespect the gods. And now it's your people who suffer and freeze.
She walks away, clearing her throat.
It's been a long day. Excuse me, old bear.
How can I be of service, Your Grace?
applicants for the chef, please.
Your Grace, let's discuss the culinary requests. He submitted no fewer than 50 chef candidates. The new master builder is clearly quite skilled, but if I did not know better, I'd say he enjoys frittering away at our time. Anyway, I narrowed the list of potential chefs to 3. I've arranged for them to pay us a visit.
3 applicants should be easy enough. Alright, let's go to my bedroom. Oh yes, Aurelea's probably with the kids. My little potato and my little bear. As I continue my march through the castle, knowing that my people are turning against me in this very instant, with discontent rising up to whatever it is, 70. What is going on? Is everything all right? You poor little creature. This might hurt for a while. No, I'm a defender to kingdom. Sniff. Timo, you're right. Sorry, Sidoni's mama. I didn't want to cause you any trouble. I just wanted to help defend father when he comes. Hush, love, you're all right. Those arrows are sharp, but it's just a small wound. Didn't we promise your father we would take care of you? Some people love to promise more than they can give, that's all. I'll teach him how to use the bow correctly. I need you to be a little patient. So we'll leave the bows and arrows alone from now on, right? Until the king has his copious free time to help you. Right, if it's an emergency, can I pick it up then? Only if it's a real emergency. Understand? Yes, King Sidoni's pepper. You kids keep yourselves busy, give the queen a break. If you need me, Eric, I'll wrap this up and make my way to the bedchamber. Stay safe, silly pickle. Oh, I didn't mean to click it again. Father's lost it. He's gone mad. Right at the wall. Boy, quiet boys, King's here. I wanted to ask about the work. Visa, right? I've heard you're refusing to work. Refusing's putting it so harshly, Your Grace. I'm advocating for better conditions. A few perks would make a difference. Morale's really low, especially mine. What kind of perks might improve your spirits? Some ale, some gold? Those things are nice, but what will they be worth if the crane falls on my head again? I need to see value or I can't get motivated. What is this I have to give you? I don't even have enough. Any news about the lions, Your Grace? Oh, wait, what do you have in the shop? You sell stuff, apparently. Well. Didn't seem to be anything too crazy there. Not touching the doors. Anyone in there? Occupied? Who's in there so long? What's the matter? Go away. I'm not coming out. This is the safest place. Safe from what? What kind of creep lurks outside a privy? Go away, I said. Fortune teller said, when the early winter comes and the walls come tumbling down, and that's when the crane fell. I'm done weaving, and I'm done with dangerous construction sites. Go away. Superstitious fool. I'll have to convince him to come out. It's me, the fortune teller. Here to tell you the next part of your prophecy. That sounds like something a demon would say. How do I know it's you? Because I know your secrets. Well, if you put it that way, I'll definitely stay in here. Well, you owe me money. That's... I'll definitely stay in here. I'm about to tell you your future. I'm listening.
I see a vision. Yes. You'll be bitten by a snake in a privy.
A punishment for your laziness. You mean not even the privy's safe? Oh. Flump. Add sound effect. Oof. Your Grace. Was it you who... Oh no. My luck just keeps getting worse. I'll be getting right back to work, Your Grace. I'll just go grab my tools. Tricked. Right. Let us deal with these tolls, shall we? An encounter on the side road. Further down the road, the agents encountered a band of hooligans making a ruckus. I never have enough to do anything. I'm so confused as to how I never... Like, what can I do in this situation? How am I supposed to keep the kingdom happy and get to do stuff? It turned out that sticks and stones could indeed break some bones. The hooligans whooped and cheered as your agents were forced to retreat. So confusing. The toll at the High Bridge. The royal agents were surprised to find no sign of the swans, no dirty rags, no wicked smiles, no fine manners. Instead, before them stood a group of armed mercenaries wearing black dyed leather studded with iron spikes. Outnumbered, the agents asked the mercenaries who had hired them. "We're patrolling the area on command of Lord Tomel," one snarled. "Ain't no big secret." The royal agents had no choice but to turn back for now. I wondered about this Lord Tomel. Maybe Aurelea can advise. I'm getting confused and overwhelmed. It's like I'm in the aisle of a supermarket trying to choose some food to eat, but I'm already hungry. Darling. The tolls. At King Eric's discretion, they say I've ordered to extort gold from travellers, tolls around Davin. I'm certain it's the Swans, but unscrupulous individuals are trying to exploit the situation too. One Lord Tomel has set up his own toll booth, driving up prices alongside the Swans. Seems to be no way to get a limestone delivery at a reasonable cost, and no way to finish the wall before Lord Jakob ends up on our doorstep. Aurelea, I know things aren't the best between us, but I need your advice. Oh, Tomel, I know him. What a piece of work. We've met many times before, actually, but we seldom do much actual talking. Still, I'm pretty sure I know how to convince him. I don't like the sound of that. Lately, it seems you say things just to put an arrow in me. But if you think you can really help... Eric, I can help. I will help. Let me help you. Were you implying that you're doing some kissing with this man? You have wounded me, my love. Why would you say such a thing when I am still devoted to you? I know I'm busy. I know I'm not there when you need me most, and in these cold nights, we need each other. But we must be apart, for a king's work is never done. We are on the precipice of revolt. The people are unhappy, and I know that you're unhappy too. But I must take care of my kingdom before I take care of you, my love. And take care of you I shall. Sorry. That's fine, we've all been there with action figures and dolls, haven't we?
Now kiss.
Right, what else can we do on the region Mapperoo? I can't get to the mighty oak because of the stupid high road. Can't get to those crossroads because of the stupid side road. The endless waving fields seem empty, but trained eyes could always find something of use. A potato. To the royal agent's surprise, the residents of the nearby village greeted them warmly. They enjoyed fresh hot soup and a little ale.
The dark cave.
Your agents prepared to enter an ominous cave with no way of knowing what was inside. I mean, what am I going to send a witch with a potato? I can't do anything. Bloody hell. And I can't set these up yet, because I don't have enough stuff. Alright, I guess I'll end the week. There's a new location to explore on the map. Yeah, but I can't do anything with it, mate. Okay, let's convert all of that. No available points. I will enlist. Unlist the witch. Enlist my man. And pay this guy. So we've got 3 and 3. 2 generals ready to go. Next. I guess I should buy stuff. What are these good for? Ah, I see. So I need to like put money into this really to make things effective. So I buy like a 30 magic jewelry. And that seems pretty good. I could buy them new tools for the workers, couldn't I? They'd probably like those, actually. 30 camp supply barrels. Ah, I see. This is sort of stuff we need, isn't it? I feel like that would be... getting the sturdy boots would be good. I don't want to spend all my money. I'll get the hammer and nails, see if I can give that to the people. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Alright.
Your Grace, I can see we still haven't picked the ambush location. We still have some time, but don't leave it too late. I've heard workers are having a difficult time getting tools, and the chefs have arrived.
Right, but let me go to the wall first. I'll be back for these peasants. Oh, my queen's there. Sorry, I didn't see you there, love.
That's the second time you've mistaken me for a peasant.
Right, worker. How about some tools? A hammer. Really? That hasn't... Plus 20 of tools is not enough? Are we insane? What are you expecting me to give you? What? Right. Well, okay. I will go back to the throne room then. Approach. Your Grace, I've been robbed. They came to my house in broad daylight, grabbed all the food they could and left. Really, last year was bad enough. Must you allow the likes of these people to run rampant over our homeland? I haven't even told you the worst part. It's the Swans. They're getting more and more aggressive. We'll solve this. All you can offer is words. It's almost like the Swans run this castle and not you. Where are your men? What have they been doing? Taking breaks and playing games? I wasted my time coming here. Oh my god. 90 of 100?
The Swan's reign of robbery, mischief and lies are having a profound effect on our people's faith. We must find a way to deal with the problem.
I'm going to see Lord Tomel. Don't wait up for me, it's a long jet. Right. I'll see you soon. Have a lovely time, dear. Do give him my regards. As my assassin will with a blade. What was that, dear? Nothing. I said have a lovely time, and you look so pretty. You look more done up than usual. Interesting.
Your Grace, may I have a word?
What is it?
It's not coming from me, but the people are saying, is the Queen being loyal to you? Strangers visiting her bedchamber, and now spending the night at Lord Tomel's. Your Grace, now more than ever, Davin needs to give the impression of values and integrity.
Yes, I have been wondering that. I know Aurelia, and it's not what you think. The Queen is coping as best as she can. We're just having marriage hiccups. Kids, finances, kingdom defense, the usual.
Your Grace, please be honest. There's something you're not telling me.
That's true, but it's a delicate matter, and the safety of my family's involved. I can't tell you. I'm sorry.
I understand.
King Sidani's papa, Your Grace. Is father gonna be okay? With preparing a safe place for him to retreat, hopefully it'll all be okay. Regardless, we'll be seeing your father again soon. Take heart. I promised Lord Jakob we would care for you. I'm sorry I've been too busy to spend much time with you, but it's because I must urgently prepare to help your father. I understand. It's time for me to be brave. I was looking everywhere for you. You do realise you do not have to wait in a queue, Timo. But Julian told us to have good manners. I've seen Mum queuing. I mean, Queen Aurelia. Mum? Wait, no, that's... Don't be shy, it happens. Good thing you're here anyway. Time for our plan to move ahead. What plan is she talking about? Sounds rather ominous. Plan or prank, eh?
What do you think about Timo, Your Grace? He seems a good lad. Might be a perfect fit for Sidani when they both grow up.
They're children. Sidani will decide for herself. I'm done playing matchmaker. Sidani will follow her heart. For now, all I want for Sidani is to have a long, happy childhood.
Just making an observation, Your Grace.
I come on behalf of my beloved aunt. The cold turned her left hand black. It had to be removed. Well, that doesn't sound comfortable. Auntie's our town seamstress. She's lost her livelihood. I'm an artisan. I thought I could make her a new hand out of wood. With a little bit of support, I could have enough to make the joints work as if they were real. The others don't believe it can be done, so I decided to journey here and ask for your support. I see. So it just doesn't, it seems like it takes so much to actually make something work, right? Like I have to give you my general either all 3 times or like my general and a potato. Like this should be of some use to you.
Your Grace, you have no idea how much this means. If I can make a hand for Auntie, it'll give hope to all of us that we can make it through winter.
Do I at least get some happiness for that? Oh.
Your Grace, my wife is missing. Please help.
What happened? Where did you last see her?
At home, but she kept talking about she wasn't happy. I don't know, didn't really listen. I wonder why she doesn't want to be home with me. Wives should be obedient, that's what I think. Your Grace lends me a little muscle. Your Grace, lend me a little muscle, make her come back.
No. If she's happy where she is, I don't really know her side of the story. I'm not going to help.
It's exactly what's wrong with society these days. We need to be able to control our wives.
What a vulgar opinion. Leave immediately.
This king of ours is a fool. Is no fool. Worth a try.
What? What were you trying to trick me? The gods test our patience, Your Grace. My wife broke her leg in field. I'm left alone with all work. The children aren't old enough to help out. Just thinking about the upcoming winter is a nightmare. Your Grace, we desperately need food or a willing helper. Here's some bread and my general twice. Your influence is reaching far and wide, level 3. Let your wife know what's taken care of.
This will make it easier. I can't remember my voice.
Bye. None of that took discontent down. Bloody hell. We're gonna have a riot on our hands. I trust you're both behaving. And that's why the best pranks are hiding in plain sight. What does hiding in plain sight mean? It's something Julian said. It means if we want to put off a truly spectacular prank, it's got to happen somewhere than least expected. Ahem. What did you say about Julian? Thought you were busy with pranks. We've been playing around the wall. The new master builder seems like a nice guy. The wall isn't a place for kids to play. And I hope you're not bothering Julian, he's busy. We're not making trouble. We're trying to stay out of trouble, like Mother said. Practicing our hobby, which is pranks. My hobby is actually archery. That's right. Timo and I are working on the grandest prank ever done. No one will see this one coming. That sounds fun, silly pickle. I'm proud of you for looking out for Timo. I guess it might not be so bad getting to be a big sister. I just wish Aurelea was still here. And Aurelea. Who's this? Ah, head chef. You're interested in the head chef job? Yes, Your Grace. This is my lifelong dream. I hope you'll give me a chance. What's your experience level? Have you cooked for an entire construction crew before? I can definitely handle that. I cooked soup for all 12 people at Sister's wedding last year. Soup at a wedding? What else have you cooked before? Your Grace, it's better to hire someone who's truly thirsting for experience. I'll be more affordable and harder working than a fancy chef. Right, what kind of soup was it? I call it my forever soup. Each week you put in a little bit of whatever you got lying around. It's great, I promise. I see. Is forever soup the only dish you make? That's why I was hoping to gain more experience, Your Grace. Cooking for a castle, I'm sure I can figure something out. I only take I take a one-off payment of 5 pieces of gold. Right. And thank Visa. She's the one who encouraged me to go for my dream. She loves dice sets. Ah. So that's what she's interested in. Got it.
Indeed, Your Grace, it would be an honour. Do you like hors d'oeuvres, beurre blanc, sous vide, consomme, chiffonade? I guarantee you've never seen a soufflé fall in my life.
That sounds costly. Simple meals should do.
I've worked at castles all across the land. I can tell you for certain, the more you invest in culinary perks, the happier the employees are. Impress them with food, they're likely to work longer hours. Building a wall, not exactly anybody's dream job. Sitting at a construction site in the sun, snacking on a goose liver and sipping mulled wine, though. People will tolerate all kinds of conditions.
But can you make sandwiches?
Your Grace, I craft dishes to inspire. It's up to you whether you value your employees.
And how much does such inspiration cost?
My price is 10 pieces of gold. A small price to pay for the bliss of the senses.
So, the cheapest one is 5, and the most expensive one is 10? I mean... The what? Oh, yeah. How much does it pay? That depends on your expertise. Times are tight. Great, that happens to be exactly what I'm looking for. What kind of job is it? The head chef role? Could you really not know? That's not a good sign. Just a little humour, Your Grace. Joke makes food taste better. I thought it was seasoning. Or seasoning. You don't know anything about cooking, do you? I do, Your Grace. I'm a master of the kitchen. I know the difference between salt and pepper, at least. That's good enough, right? My expertise can be all yours for the low, low fee of 1 piece of gold. Sometimes good enough is good enough. You've got the job. I mean, I'm thinking we go with forever soup. I'll come back once I have more gold, apparently. Hopefully you'll wait here, because right now I've got 3 gold to my name. Your Grace, how can I help? Wanted to ask if the kids get in the way. They mentioned they play here. I hope they don't cause trouble. Oh, not at all, Your Grace. Although it's not really safe to have children at a work site, so I have encouraged them in a harmless prank or two. I hope that's alright. Do you have time to be teaching pranks to children? Please do not be concerned, Your Grace. A strong wall's worth nothing without the fullness of the lives it protects. We can both have security and joy. Trust me, I'm a professional. As long as you're sure it's alright. Your Grace. Well, I don't trust you at all. Not one bit. We can't get to the mighty oak. A hidden path will get happiness. Let's go here. The royal agents were greeted with small gifts. The villagers didn't have much, but they seemed happy to offer it. A strawberry pie and some gold. Brambles and overgrowth practically hid the path, but after a few scratches, the agents saw the old oak looming at last. We gotta bring down this discontent. Decrease threat. But that's only if I can get rid of the thing, isn't it? Your agents discovered an old abandoned lodge. Inside they saw signs of a struggle with smashed files and scattered herbs on the floor. The lodge had already been ransacked, but they did manage to find something worth keeping.
Linen. Linen.
The royal agents were surrounded by a pack of hungry wolves. They managed to hold them off, but it was close. Decreased threat. Nice. And lots of happiness. And then we've got no more supplies to spend. Alright. To sleep, perchance to dream. There's a new location. Well, good for that new location. Lots of supplies, but also some money. And there we go. Guess I'll reduce that cost. I can't even click anything else right now. Right. Righty. Replenish the lad. I'm down to 3 gold. Great. This is hard. It's hard balancing it.
Week 6.
A letter with the seal of Atana. Somehow I doubt this is good tidings. Dear Eric, the Devil King of Grevno, we, the priests of Atana, pray every day for the frosts to come cleanse your land from the evil brought on by your pagan family. No longer will the Davin people perform rituals. No longer will wild beasts roam free. Be warned, we have been blessed and have great plans. A new glorious era of Atana will begin. Signed, Anonymous. Just some rant from our unfriendly neighbours, I guess. We've gotten quite a few of these since the war has ended. Hate mail, probably nothing to worry about right now.
I know it's busy, Your Grace, but it's important we finish the chronicle.
Ah, my queen. I've spoken to Lord Tomel. He won't be causing us any more problems with his little tolls. I've made sure of that. As for me, I'm heading back to... Wanted to say bed, but I need to check on the babies. Back to bed.
Crimson red, petrol blue, sunflower yellow. Only a few more strokes to finish my masterpiece. You'll be happy to hear I'm in fact working on a painting of your precious daughters. The only things missing are some ingredients for the red hair colours, an assistant or perhaps some materials would speed up the process.
How about some strawberry pie?
I don't think I have any materials to give you. I guess I could lend you my general. For once.
I'm aware your time is precious. For all you once.
Sorry? I really need your help, Your Grace. Some kind of disease seems to be spreading through my village. An illness? What are the symptoms? Dangerous beliefs. Some wandering priests from Atana showed up. They made themselves comfortable in the town hall and began preaching. At the first, the other council members and I decided to be tolerant, let people hear all ideas and decide for themselves, right? But then more priests came and they started building a church. Before you know it, people began spouting strange ideas. Differences of beliefs are one thing, but this is tearing us apart. Our elders are particularly vulnerable. People have changed in ways I couldn't imagine. The faith of Atana corrodes like our community, like a disease. Is Atana not your enemy? Should we not stand against their thought infiltration? Your Grace, some wars are fought with weapons, others with ideas. You must help drive out these evil priests. Alright, I'll give you my myth fella here. I'm gonna come take care of it for you, since they just sent me some hate mail. We'll do what we can. Thank you. The King's army makes us strong, but our values make the people of Davin who we are. We know most of you don't like us Redovians, but we can't go anywhere else right now and we need help. The villagers don't share our food or shelter with Redovians and we don't feel safe. We don't want to make any trouble. All we want is to survive. Winter is near. It's getting colder and colder. Redovians need help. Labor or food. Here's a potato. Be on your way. Here's a potato. Split it carefully. I will give you my general. Wait, no. I'll give you my barbarian and my general once. There you go. I thought I would lose all hope in people, but you're a kind king. Yes, I am. Now be sure to tell people, because my discontent's at 96. We're about to have a bloody issue here. Gonna be a revolution before the game ends. Alright, you.
I've already finished writing everything up from last time. We can now go over some of the more nuanced events from the past. Or I can just put everything together myself.
I want to make sure you get it right.
Of course. The fate of some of your royal agents. What happened to Stan?
He survived. We successfully built our digging equipment and never had to risk anyone's life.
Of course, very skillful. And what about our witch?
Sure, survived. We used flares to scare them and the witch remained safely with us. I remember the flares, actually.
That's all in the chronicle. Do you remember the royal trial?
How could I forget? Somewhat blurry.
It was to determine who poisoned King Talis of Atana. Who did you accuse?
I don't remember. The who and what? Probably for the best.
That's right, the death of Talis only brought more death. I've written your choices into history. Naturally, this all led to our war with Atana, but you had an ally come to help you in the end, did you not?
An ally? I don't remember. I'm a busy man.
That's all right. That's why I'm here, to keep the record. If you can't recall, then surely it's because you simply made the best choice. We're almost finished now. What became of King Bayron?
Let's assume that I spared his life. The real enemy was Atana.
And finally, speaking of our enemy, there was no way you could have saved your daughter from the evil Prince Ivo. What retribution did you choose for him?
I would have executed that man. No mercy for the Prince of Lies. May his filthy soul be damned for his unforgivable crimes.
Seems the grave was his destiny. Fair or not, the people of Atana despise us for his death. His mother Paloma and her priests have not forgotten their rage.
True, we've received some nasty anonymous missives from Atana's religious coalition since then. Is that everything?
It's important we set the record.
Okay. Now, chef. Forever soup. You're hired.
Oh, me? Really?
I'll try my best, Your Grace. And now I have no gold for the week. But the people will eat. Your Grace, how can I help? Have you heard about our fan mail? We've just had an unpleasant reminder that there are many parties who wish us ill. You haven't seen anyone in religious garb around here, have you? Atana? I should hope not. These people can be quite fanatical. I'd hoped our days of worrying about them were over with the defeat of King Ivo, but it definitely sounds like they're not done with us. Yes, I see what you're saying, Your Grace. Now more than ever, the wall must be strong. Thank you for letting me know. Your Grace, how can I help? I'll see you around. Okay, so how much do I need to buy the dice? Because that's what the stone people need. Oh, big sneeze. Dice, how much? 1 piece of gold. I have 0. I'm sorry. I'll come back next week. Or when we go make some money on the region map, actually. Okay. What do we have? Happiness and gold at the high bridge. Trash left by what seemed to be a toll. The Queen really did make the toll disappear. The path leading to the mighty oak is clear at last. Great. How can we bring discontent down? Because, oh my gosh, it's difficult. The royal agents made their long journey to the mighty gnarled oak that stood like a fortress in the forest. Inside the cavernous trunk lay the golden body of an enormous creature with dagger-sized claws and a wild mane. On closer inspection, the agents saw a dark blood stain on the oak, and blood matting the lustrous fur. The magnificent beast has died in the wood, far from its home. Perhaps a hunter found it. Yanka won't be pleased. Her cargo didn't survive. Dark caves will decrease the threat, but the dirty side roads. I'm wondering if I have enough to clear any of this out now. The hooligans making a ruckus. My general... Nope. I need to save them. Great. And these crossroads are another toll that I now can't do. Great. Wonderful. Love that for us. Why is it saying there's a vent at the wall? With who? With whomst. As would be correct medieval usage. With whomst. Unless it's just the dice mission, because I don't see anyone else here with a exclamation point on head. I'm going to go ask my wife why she hates me. I mean, how she's doing. I'm not needy. I'll speak with you later. And what came out of his mouth was, take care, honey. Ship. Oh, I should tell Thingy about the lion. That's right. Hello. I found your lion. It didn't survive. You found one of them? Ah, what good news. Where is he? Finally, our payday's come. It didn't survive. We found him dead. Ah, that's... Well, I suppose on the bright side, I didn't tell Lord Veeslaw how many lions I was bringing. Maybe he won't know anything is missing as long as we find the rest of them. We should not have brought these lions to the wetlands. It's not their habitat. It'll be too hard for them to survive. Why did you choose that for them? I chose. Choice is a privilege. Tell a hungry man he chose to steal bread. Tell a poor mother she chose to steal medicine. Your war with Atana last year left us all barely scraping by. Your Grace, these lions were my way out. I'll visit your throne room if there's more information. Cool. I can read. Oh. Well, I'm guessing there's going to be a... Why didn't I realize that this button actually worked? I thought it wasn't working before. Well, what can I say? Let's bring that discontent down. It saves the game. Stops us from having the peasants' revolt on our hands. No points here. Now, let me pay this guy. And I'm going to just have one guy this week, I guess. Week 7. Threat increases.
Your Grace, may I remind you about the ambush locations?
Yes, old man. The wall is still a long way from being completely rebuilt, let alone ready to face enemy forces. The swans are on the mind of the people. They wonder if enough is being done. plus 20 discontent. Well, lucky that I did that, because it's back up at 72. A letter from my daughter, Aurelea. Addressed to Sidani, but I should take a peek. Hey, Sidani. I'm writing to you from beside a campfire, listening to Maya play music. You might think it's starting to get a little cold out here now with the early winter frosts, but I'm totally fine. Everything is wonderful. In fact, Maya and I are just about to launch our grandest, most heroic feat to date. Saving the life of a mythical beast. I bet you wish you weren't stuck in the boring old castle. More news about our adventures to come. Suppose I miss you, but not too much. Your big sis, Aurelea. P.S. Surely you've adopted some new pet by now. I bet it's cute. It's good to hear Aurelia's having adventures. I'll give this to Sidani. Can she really not be cold, though? Approach.
Your Grace, we found a member of the Swan snooping round wall. She was caught trying to steal equipment from construction site.
This is a Swan, is it? Foul capitalist patriarch. Oh, wow, it actually... I improv'd the spit and then it spat. Like, okay. I am she.
Well, we have me deal with her, Your Grace.
Imprison her. Throw her in the dungeon. Perhaps we can question her.
You can try, thou tormentor, thou fascist.
Oh, and there it is again.
I'll never talk.
You're talking quite a lot right now. Take her away.
There's a monster. It's torn through our village, leaving blood and bodies in its wake. Some say it's a big golden bear. Some say it's a giant cat. Some say it's an angry god. So many people were mauled.
Be calm. It wasn't a lion, was it? Which way did it go? Do you know?
What's a lion? Oh, it's long gone. It ran into the woods, but we need to rebuild our gate and treat the wounded. Help us, Your Grace.
Right. I need my boys, you know? I need my mans. So tired of giving you everything. So tired. Here's my general wants and some strawberry pie. Be on your way.
We don't believe the rumours. You know, the ones about how you unleashed the monsters on us. Thank you, Your Grace.
Never come back. I never want to do that voice again. Busy day, Your Grace. I can relate. I have a lot to manage these days, too. I'm a tavern owner, see? Been in the business for 25 years. Having some issues of late, though. Yes, indeed. One day the Swans came to drink in my bar. Now, we don't like their kind, no sir. But I thought, hey, gold's gold, right? As long as old Swanie's paying, I can look the other way. I was wrong. Next day, I got 2 Swans drinking in my bar. Week later, you guessed it, it's a Swan bar. My regular customers don't like to come in anymore. Do you like me to help you drive the Swans out of your tavern?
Here's my genius idea, Your Grace. Let's make it into a bar for soldiers on patrol. They drive out the Swans, and the King's men get a nice cosy spot to drink. I win, you win. What do you say?
A bar for my men to drink. I can't even. I have to decline. Also, at some point in this game, somebody better say, "No luck catching them swans," then, as a little Hot Fuzz reference. I'm dealing with the Swans. I don't have anything to spare.
But if the Swans take over the local communities, what's to stop them from taking over the whole kingdom? This is a bad call, Your Grace. But what does a humble tavern owner know?
My daughter is crying. I want satisfaction from the king. All was arranged for her little angel's but
the birthday party again. What? I wonder if I think these might be random. This is a repeat.
She only gets 1/3 birthday.
We already had that. Here you go. Pie and potatoes. What do I get for this? What do I get? Do I get anything? Do you know what? Get out of here. I don't control the weather. Be gone. I've already told you to leave once. I'm not doing it again. Right. Onward, my liege.
Yes, father.
The grouse. I have something for you. A new letter from your sister.
A letter from my sister Aurelea. You didn't read it first, did you? Give it here. Ah, it's so unfair. Aurelea has non-stop adventures and we... This letter's a dare. That's what it is. I hope you understand, Timo. It's do or die time. Yes, Atana.
Stay safe, silly pickle.
Right, now we can head out to the wall and actually complete some of these quests. We've had to make our people unhappy, but we can get some stuff done now, hopefully. Let me know in a comment if you're enjoying this game. I honestly wouldn't mind at some point replaying the first game because it was so good. Or if you just, like games like this, let me know. Let me know what else you want to see me play too. Any suggestions? Just comment, basically. Even if you just put a little love heart down there. Okay, it makes me feel good and it helps the algorithm. Okay, thanks. Don't make me beg. Okay, a little. Right, a dice set. Gimme. Okay, so now I give this to you. I have something that might interest you. A dice set. There we go. I've heard you might like this. No way. This is a very special set. I've heard of these, but to actually own one, these dice are a teeny tiny bit too heavy on certain sides. Makes so if you throw them all just right, you're almost guaranteed high numbers. There's a certain pizzazz to using them. If you overdo it, they call you bluff, and you end up without teeth. Sometimes you just gotta lose to make things believable, right, Your Grace? If I play it just right, I could make a fortune. But you would get paid if you did your job too, right? As I said, Your Grace, it's a matter of morale. If I have more fun at work, I'll spend more time there, right? Yes, but will the dice make you more productive? All I said was that I would go back to work. Thank you. Okay, so Stone Crushers are back at work. Workers are back at it, so I think that's done. Alright, what else do I have to do? Tell Julian his workers are back at work. Your Grace, how can I help? All back at it. Hopefully no one gives us problems anymore. Vise is working with the squad again. Misha has finally found his way back to weave the baskets. Kitchen's a little slower and food's a bit muddier than before, but I imagine there was no better choice for a chef. We'll manage. Thank you for dealing with all this. We're one step closer to finishing the wall.
See to it, boy. I'm off to explore. I'm off to deal with the final crossroads toll.
Okay. Oh, hang on. When the royal agents arrived at the scene, they found what appeared to be a stationary post. A very primitive gate had been constructed to block the road, propped up by crates and barrels. It was definitely a roadblock. It was used to extort travellers. No sign of any bandits, though. Someone must have tipped them off. Royal agents searched through the boxes. Agents searched the boxes. They found a letter. More of a note, really. All it had written on it was, sorry. The extra time spent looking through the boxes resulted in small findings that could be of use after all. +2, +1. 2 gold, strawberry pie, threat. Bandits will no longer bother people of Davin with tolls. Delivery should resume as normal. Inform the master builder of this. Happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that I possess. Limestone shouldn't be a problem. All tolls dispersed. Most certainly. The limestone will be arriving on a weekly basis and construction will run smoothly as soon as the workers regain their motivation. I'm afraid there are still some things in our way. Are there? Because I dealt with them. Right, region map. What else do we have? The ambush place, the cave, and the dirty side roads. The hooligans are making a ruckus. My barbarian boy shall deal with them. Your agents didn't even break a sweat. They disbanded the thugs with ease. The village. A massive bear reared up before your agents. Barf. They knew better than to charge at it head on and instead drove it off with noise. There we go. The crossroads. The royal agents encountered lost merchants and helped them find their way. Bada boom! Only a couple left then. Should we go back to the sleazy weasel? The innkeeper did not seem very happy to have royal units marching in. They left. Oh, okay. Well, why was it not green? Now, a hill ambush requires things to go in there.
Yes! Yes!
Armed with the right resources, our men began putting together a campsite where they will wait to ambush Kafka's men. Into the dark caves. Look at us just being a king and getting stuff done. Your agents prepare to enter an ominous cave. They'll have to do that next week, I'm afraid.
Sorry. Sorry, darling. The cave will have to wait.
Does my wife love me today? As I walk into our bedroom, I sashay my way to say, hey, hey, baby. Take care, honey. Take care, darling. Enjoy this picture on the wall of a heron I bought for you. Enjoy this grand old bedroom. And whilst I go and hate myself, I am a lonely king in his kingdom. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there.
Are you okay, my king?
Yes, yes. No. What news?
How can I be of service?
The ambush location is ready. I have prepared the location to await. For the army.
You've chosen the ideal ambush site. They won't know what hit them.
Wonderful. Now leave me, so I can sing to my pigeon. Once. Okay. Find the lions and do other stuff. But I think we're good to go to the next week, I think. I'll collect some taxes. I'll collect some supplies. Give me some more taxes and appease the discontent of the people. Wonderful. Available points shall be spent there, because it's the only other place that's open, I guess, until it's not a pre-release. Now. You. Boom. You. Bang. You. Next week. Do we need to buy things? I don't think I do. Onward.
People have a feeble memory for good deeds. Happiness will reset to 0.
I mean, I'm aware. What is there? 1? I don't... There you go.
Get on with it, man.
Right. We've managed to get threat all the way down. Beautiful. Isn't it? Traits. What? Your Grace, I've come for Aurelia. For the Queen, that is. I wish to speak to her in private. What do you have there? It's flowers. Leave them with me. I'll make sure the Queen gets her flowers. I'm sure you will, Your Grace.
Excuse me one moment. I'll be right back.
Was that a certain Lord Tomel, was it? Hello, darling. Lord Tomel was just here. It's the funniest thing. He, left you some flowers. From Lord Tomel flowers there. That's this is hilarious, really, when you think about it, isn't it? Why would he do that? Why am I bringing you flowers for another man, Aurelia? He's such a fool. Did anyone see you with those? The doctor said we needed poppy seeds for our problem, but the flowers are hard to find. I asked Tomel for a favour. Is that all he was doing with you? Should I be concerned about these favours? Eric, have you been paying attention to me and my needs at all? I've been working on our problem all on my own. I needed all the help I could get. Remember the boy who locked himself in the privy? That's Lord Tomel's bastard son. I know his wife. I thought maybe I'll tell her. That's when Tomel suddenly became such a fan of mine, and why I could call in favours. So that's how you solved the situation. Quite resourceful. It was hardly a favour to you. This is all for our son. Okay, but also you were like, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, I'm staying the night. You wanted to make me jealous, goddammit. You know what pushes my buttons. How will poppy seeds help? Another ritual? Gods know. That might even be why the prince turned out how he did. But the doctor said we only have so much time. The poppy cure's worth a try. I must admit, I thought we would have a cure by now. Guess I better be on my way. Before I go, how is our little prince? How's my Ernie? You woke him up. There he goes crying again. Come here, darling. Now, you're your mama and papa's cute little problem, aren't you? Our perfect little prince. Once we get rid of your strange little... What's he got? A tail? Goblin ears? Ooh. Tail! He's got a tail. I should have been doing more to support you in this, Aurelia. Do you really think the poppy seed cure will shrink the... What was that? Sorry, Sedana's mama. Sorry, Sedana's papa. Sorry, Prince Tail. Oh my god, Timo. What are you doing in here? Hiding in plain sight. It's a funny prank. Eric, this is exactly why I didn't want him. This is your problem now. If he tells anyone... You know what? This is the last straw. I told you over and over you should have listened to me. Get out, Eric. I need space to deal with this. Sleep somewhere different tonight. My son's got a tail. In the night he wails. What was that, King? I said, I hope I don't fail at this next part. Right, come on. Next. Your Grace, I come beseeching help for my village. It's gotten so cold, we've got holes in the roofs. It's more than we can handle on our own. People are saying that early winter is your own bad luck coming home to roost. It's only fair you should do something. Cold weather. Cold weather, eh? Here's a cape and some poultices and... Do you know what? Do you know what? Get out. I can't be held responsible for the weather. But in Atana, they say it's the sins of Davin's royal family. We didn't believe it at first, but what if it's true? Sorry, big yawn. If I made you yawn, you have to like the video. I'll be praying differently from now on. Whatever. Get out of here. I want to make sure I have enough to do this cave before we do anything else. Agents in the cave. Bing, bang, boom. The royal agents followed the sound of hissing in the deep cave, creeping closer to its source. An orange tail seemed to beckon from the darkness. After a brave struggle and lots of scratches, the agents emerged victorious from their battle with a fox. Alright, and that's everything currently on there. Done. Nice. Okay, back to the castle then. Close this. Thank you. Good day, Your Grace. I've come with a simple request. A travelling people, and we keep a small encampment by the river. Things have been bleak. I understand. The winter seems to have brought pain to all corners of the land. Oh, we've had this before too, haven't we? Okay, we'll help with this because I'm now done for the week. You can have some poultices there. Glad to help. Be well, traveller. Problems with the walls in your home? Need to make a miracle repair on a short timeline? Try new magic mortar, my special blend of grit and arcane science, a special formula invented by yours truly. I mean, that's how it'd work if you helped me with the invention. Get out. Although it's pretty cheap to do. I'll give you 1 wooden log. I don't know. I don't know if I trust you, honestly. Magic mortar, eh? Go on then. Let's see what happens. It does. It sounds great. It does? I mean, of course it does. Thank you. I knew I was being bloody robbed then. Ridiculous. Yes, Father? Your Grace? We need to talk. Timo, how did it go? Did Mum laugh? Why isn't anybody laughing? Aurelea was always bursting with laughter. Father? Sidani, explain yourself right now. Why was Timo hiding in our bedchamber? I know I used to call him Timo, but Timo's more fun to say. Julian taught us a wonderfully funny prank with a mirror. You hide behind a mirror, and when the person comes to look at themselves, surprise them in a silly magic mirror voice and say, "You look ugly today." You did do the voice, didn't you? Didn't it work? No. And now I'm in trouble. And Mum hates me. I'm gonna pack my things and run away. Timo, listen. Can you keep a secret? You understand how important it is to keep secrets, right? If anybody knew about the prince's condition, it would be a problem for the whole country. You must swear on your honour, as Lord Jakob's son, never to tell anyone what you saw or heard in that bedchamber. No. I promise, King Sidanis. I swear, Your Grace. And as for you, Sidani. I don't mind you talking to Julian and playing games, but I need you to be more responsible. I hope I made myself clear. But, Father, I haven't had this much fun since Aurelea was home. And Luculia. I'm just trying to make you smile and laugh. You and Mother are so stressed all the time. We used to have fun. Sorry, Sidani, but the family has to pull together now. I'm counting on you. I understand, Father. Yes, Your Grace. That's my silly pickle. Guess I have no choice. But to launch the operation I've been preparing for all this time, all of Aurelia's pranks will be nothing compared to Operation Snowfall. I don't want to part in this. I want to practice archery. Fine. I'll have Julian help me. First I need lots and lots of feathers. Da 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 da. Bang. Right. Are we done? Are we good? Await developments from Julian. Find out the location of the third toll. How do I find that out? Let's go to the next week. The new location. I mean, it says that, and then I look at the map. And there's nothing there, mate. Just want me to go to the bloody sleazy weasel again and get nothing. Couple of taxes. Bit of supplies. Bit of appeasement. Replenish your general. I would like a bit of gold this week, so we're gonna do that. Okay, next week, week 9. 9 weeks in, which is how many days? That's right. And what is it, my pigeon? From Jakob. I don't have a good feeling about this one. How's Pigeon as a pet name? Hi, my little pigeon. How's my little pigeon today? Good morning, my little pigeon. Good night, Pidge. Does that do it for you? Kavka's forces are relentless. If not for you and your wall, we'll be in real trouble. We'll be with you any week now. Lord Jakob will be with us any week now. How are things looking, Vito? Your Grace, the ambush has been prepared, and with little time to spare.
As soon as Lord Jakob arrives, Kavka's forces will be only a few weeks behind. We will be ready. Now you've dealt with the illegal tolls, we should be able to supply the wall's reconstruction with no problems. Limestone is arriving as scheduled. The wall will be finished. We've done all we can.
I've done all I can. Music to my ears, Vito. The Queen isn't talking to me, but it still might be worth paying a visit to the kids.
No.
Oh, look, I have a little clue above their head what they want now. Not that that's very helpful, but still. Your Grace, it's me, the greatest inventor of magical goods in Davin. Some time ago you supported my invention, the magic mortar that can seal walls like magic. Please say you've invented such a thing. Ah, well, the creative process is tricky, especially where magic is concerned. I have created a world-class magical sealant, except it's for wounds, not walls. Still, it works pretty well. Your Grace, I wanted you to have a free jar to thank you for helping me. Does it actually work? I'm pretty sure, probably. If it doesn't, I have a money-back guarantee. Except I gave you this jar for free, so the guarantee is void. Anyway, time to disappear. Magic. Next.
We live at the edge of the forest. We've had trouble hunting meat to survive. Strangers from neighbouring villages are moving into our hunting grounds. What's worse, if we lose all the deer, it'll affect the ecosystem. I guess people are getting desperate. Help us defend our hunting areas, please, Your Grace.
Okay. I'll send my general with a wooden stick.
You've saved our land. Thank you.
Your Grace, you might have already heard of me. I'm the fortune teller you didn't know you needed, renowned for my accurate readings. My work is immaculate and will only cost you breadcrumbs. Usually I would ask my apprentice, Troublesome the pigeon, to help me out, but he got lost. Some food might inspire my visions, unless you're inclined to help me get a new prognosticating pigeon. Be gone, witch. Get to work on rebuilding some houses around the village. Make yourself useful. No need to get personal, can't be helped. Seems like our king is a hard nut to crack. Scammer, be gone. My wish is simple. The villagers want to start getting involved with divination, but we don't have everything we need. To help set it all up, goblets, gazing bowls, decorations, the villagers will appreciate it.
Here's a poultice and some pie.
To tell the truth, we were offered a really nice deal on wine by Baron Kavka. But now we can avoid supporting him. You better.
Get out of here.
I'm not allowed in the bedroom. My wife's kicked me out. Father? I get the feeling you're cooking something up. Hello, Father. How are things? I just thought I'd make sure my silly pickle was staying out of trouble.
Of course, Father. Duty and obedience are my main hobbies. Completely at random and for no reason. Can I have one piece of gold? I'd like to buy the stickiest possible honey.
Whatever my girl wants. Why does it matter if it's sticky? I'm too busy for this. Your mother's very upset right now. She doesn't have time to supervise you, and I need to go out for a while to deal with the swans, so...
Ah, swans. If you see any feathers, bring them to me. I have a collection. For no reason.
Stay safe, silly pickle. Stay safe. Oh, hello. What's occurring here with the map absolutely going crazy? Well, that all seems to be done. I guess we're just passing time for the Lord to arrive. What's in the store? I have some spare money, so... 1 piece of gold for the feathers. Ah, what a shame it would be if I bought these. There we go. 8 pieces for rations. I mean, who knows when you might need them, I suppose. I'll take those and we'll carry on. Boy, it's a new location. Why does it keep saying this? Am I, like, missing something? I feel like it's just the sleazy weasel not getting, you know, dealt with. Tax money? Let's recoup the fella here. Week 10. The threat increases. Approach. Your Grace, Your Grace! Are Jakob's men at the gates? What is it? Far worse. The ambush site we prepared for Lord Jakob's return. We might have supplied them too well. An appetizing snack for the Swans, Your Grace. What are you saying? The Swans have occupied the campsites we built. Men stationing the area were surprised by the bandits. The Swans swooped in and we thought no one would know about the haunted village. But the Swans have apparently been using it as a hideout for some months. They heard us coming and hid in the underground storehouses. They had the element of surprise sneaking up behind us. Our guards were all knocked out. We were robbed. Naturally. Some good news would be too much to hope for. Very well, let's... Your Grace. The Lion Lady. Don't tell me. You unleashed another beast on our forests. I know about the Swans. I reckon they still have my lions. I came to help. Let me come with you. I may not look like it, but a travelling merchant needs to know how to take care of themselves. I know how to kick a few teeth in. Oh. Like you took care of the lions to begin with? That was different. It doesn't count. We're fighting the same battle, you and I, against the Swans. I haven't forgotten about my lions. It's a good thing we have each other.
The Swans have gotten more aggressive each week. The lions, the tolls, our ambush sites. Their boldness demands an official reply, Your Grace.
And Lord Jakob will be here any day now. Those damn Swans. We will have to go and see if we can teach them how to be truly sorry. In fact, this might even warrant a personal reply from the king himself. I've had enough of sitting around this castle. Maybe for once things will go as planned if I am there to make sure the job gets done. Aurelea doesn't want me around right now anyway, after all.
I'll add the location to your map. Make sure to visit it before it's too late.
I'm going right this instant, man. Let's deal with it. The Swans took over our ambush site. We need to get rid of them once and for all. Warning, this will progress the game. You won't be able to return. Oh.
Let me just deal with this in the castle then.
It's so cold. It's so cold here. It's gotten colder every year. Our village well has frozen completely, and the stone is gonna crack. Lend us some help for repairs. Be gone.
Get out. I ran here as soon as I could. It's an emergency. You seem very out of breath. Oh, it's you again. The moon turns red. Da 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 da. You can get out as well. There you go. You can't let this happen, Your Grace. I saw a woman gathering in the woods. Surely they're up to no good. What if they curse what's left of our crop? Or worse, I don't feel comfortable. Send somebody to check on them. Get out. Let the women do as they wish. This is strong evidence. Who gathers at night like that? I'll call the boys and end this for myself. Oh. I wish I did take care of it then. Right, now. Let us deal with the Swans. Onward. Oh. I've carried all kinds of exotic animals in this here cart, but never a king. What's going to happen? Worry not, Your Grace. We'll find them Swans and my lions too. What do you think, silly pickle? Want to see a lion? I'm not same as I was as a child. Why would you bring your kid with you? What? King? Although, maybe after I finish my important work. Does anyone else hear bees flying around me, actually, in my armour? It's sticky. My important work. It's been a long time since we took a trip from home, silly pickle. Going on an adventure like Aurelea. I wonder if adventures have to be so chilly. A little bit of cold can help you appreciate the warm home you have waiting for you. See there, look how beautiful Grevno looks. Yes, father, but does smoke usually come out of it like that? Sidani, please tell me this is one of your pranks. I promise I had nothing to do with that. What's going on? Grevno is on fire. Guards, to me! We must return at once. What? I don't understand. Why would we even bring our child with us to this ambush? What's happened? The first snow, already. It's feathers. This wasn't supposed to be how it goes. Sidani, what are you talking about? I thought you said this wasn't a prank. The feathers are a prank. Julian helped me, but I don't know why the castle's on fire. I really didn't want to do the prank, King Sidani's papa. Sorry, father. I swear I don't know what's happening. Julian said the swan feathers would be on theme. What did he mean? They're swan feathers. Sidani, Timo, get back. I thought that Julian guy seemed exceptionally polite. Bad news. He's a swan. Soldiers to me, we've been tricked. He's a swan, dude. I knew he was bad news, too. I said it, didn't I? Oh, I'm in control, okay. Marching. Do I hit? Ha! Sorry, Your Grace. I'll make you sorry. Feathers everywhere. Soldiers are struggling. Ruffian! Dog of a king! I'll pluck and roast you. Time to stain your feathers red. Julian! Julian. Maybe Yakut will get here in time to save us. Aurelea, with the babies. I have to get to her. Ah, Your Grace. Nice to see you as always. Julian. You're one of the swans. Have you been planning this all along? Yes, about that. I apologize. Such a beautiful home you have here. So many nice things. We couldn't resist. Unfortunately for you, I'm not one of the swans. I'm the leader of the swans. Awkward, I know. What do you think of the feathers? Nice touch, right? It was your daughter's idea, of course. She didn't realize that she was part of my plan. Please apologize to Sidani and Timo from me. It's been fun. You'll pay for this. Unfortunately, now that I've taken all that you have, that will be a hard debt for you to collect. So very sorry, Your Grace. Thank you for the lovely castle. Farewell. It's an emergency. I know what I need to do. Take up arms. Defend the kingdom. I'll make you proud, father. Aim for the head. You can do it, lad. Oh. Well then. What an interesting ending, a bit sudden, but of course this is an early look at the game and not the full thing, unfortunately. That currently has no release date. Let me know what you thought in a comment if you'd like to see the full game when it is out and we can look at putting it up. And I'll see you next time. There are some videos on the screen if you want to check out some similar games right now. Good night.